Hi, welcome to a new tutorial. In today's class, we will be painting a Gomphrena flower. This is a beautiful little small wildflower and it looks something like this. So we will be continuing our same one stroke painting using the same 8 number brush, and that's it. So if you haven't been following the entire one stroke painting flowers, you can go back and see the different flowers that we have painted up till now in this series. This is one stroke free flowing loose florals, where you will get to learn how to paint these really complex interesting flowers out in the nature just using one brush. So let's get started. To paint a Gomphrena, we're going to be using the materials. We'll continue using Canson watercolor paper. This is 100% cellulose paper. The difference between cellulose paper and cotton paper is for another class, for another tutorial. So I am using Canson. You can use a Canson, Bristol, or any other watercolor paper, but it should be a cellulose paper. Do not use 100% cotton paper because it's easier to use it's easier to paint loose florals. A round brush. I am using an 8 number brush. You can use any number brush, but make sure that you have a nice belly and a good tip. A fresh jar of water and watercolors, obviously the watercolors. Let's get started. To paint, I am going to start with a very light, beautiful permanent rose color. Okay, you can use crimson as for if you do not have a permanent rose. Okay, we're going to continue with this stroke. This is the stroke that we will be using. It's a C-shaped stroke. Okay, we've been using this stroke. Now we're going to add a little curve to it and create a C shape into it. Okay, now the flower. We make a C shape. You can have like a nice C curved. Then you make another turn. One, join the middle stroke, and then again you make another C shape curve. So it looks like a rounded egg, oval shape. Now I'm going to again remove some color from the center so that you make it a nice light and transparent effect. Now for this, the inside stroke, like the darker inside strokes, we will be using a mix. So I'll mix a color and I'll show you. I'm mixing a little purple. You can mix a purple. So I'm using a dioxine or violet from Winsor Newton, and the same permanent red. So you get nice magenta violet shade, but I want to keep it towards the darkest tone, which looks like this. Okay, and then I'm just going to drop in the color. Now you have to make sure you can either uh, do this and keep it ready so that this space is not completely dry. Now this has dried completely, right? So I'm going to make another one. So if you want like a nice dark toned, so you can do it, wait for it to dry and then do it. If you want a transparent effect, you can quickly do this first, making sure that the color is already ready and you're not going back for the color. And then this way you get a nice softer tone. So this looks like this, just the tip of the brush you're touching the oval shape. And you can create a variation of the stroke height. It can be like a small stroke, big strokes, depending. And the top ones can be like a very tiny one. But make sure that when you're doing it, it has to go into the same angle. It cannot be just like straight ones. It has to be a little curved, right? So that they look like they're a part of the same flower. They're not like a different type of flower or not a different flower altogether. You can add in a little bit of here and there. And then once this is done, you can take like a nice green shade, mix of viridian and sap green. I like to mix my greens, it's really fun to mix different colors and create your own greens. And then you create these nice stroked, that's it. Isn't it beautiful? It looks lovely when you do this, and you can just pick up some color in the center and also add in some color on the sides like this. That really loves gives an edge of like a brown mix and a green, and that creates you could say more of a wildflower effect. Okay, and then you again add in the color. Always remember, if you the more colors you mix, the more colors you add, it creates an underlining character altogether, right? Or also, if you are struggling with any of the techniques that we have tried and discussed during these lovely video tutorials, you can let me know in the comments below. Imagine putting these flowers on a lovely greeting card and painting them on a card. It looked just beautiful. And putting it on a card and just writing missing you, or like doing a calligraphy and writing missing you or happy birthday. Such so much of beauty and tone to a little handmade thing that you can give to your friends and family. You can change the direction. It's Gomphrena, so this is this direction, and you can do it on the side and it will look amazing too. So go ahead, experiment. Adding some tones, so you can be a little bit of more uh, adjusting at when you're doing different angles. Not necessary that it should be exactly how it's just play around with different types, different sizes, and yeah. Okay. I hope you guys enjoyed doing this Gomphrena painting. Uh, this was a little difficult, but there was a little interesting stroke that we've learned while painting this Gomphrena. The C strokes, remember to practice your stroke before you start painting the entire Gomphrena. And I hope you enjoyed, and do like, subscribe, and share this video. I'll see you in the next tutorial. Bye bye.